When I told my mother that I started a YouTube channel, she told me not to talk about women. But I'm not the kind of guy to be told what to do and what not to do, especially not by some woman. So I'm gonna do that now. But this is a gaming channel, or RPG channel, so I'm not really gonna talk about women, but I want to talk about why I don't let men play as women in RPG game. And I don't mean that I don't allow crossplay, because I do let women play as men. No, I specifically don't let men play as women. And before you go all like, oh, double standard, and like, I'm not a male feminist. I don't think men and women are the same. And I don't think that what's good for the goose is necessarily good for the gander. Like, I think it's good and normal to have double standard for men and women, like we have double standard for adult and children. It's just what makes sense. We're not the same. So one of the reasons I don't let men play as women, of course, there's like it's often done in an annoying manner. We often see like those going like doing those over sexualized caricature of women, stuff like that, which is done often in poor taste. It's in very poor taste. Or they're gonna do like those try to do those goofy female voice, which are very annoying. Or even if they don't go with the over sexualized character, sometimes they're gonna do the badass tomboy chicks that is basically just like a man with tits. So this is a problem that I rather avoid. And even if you have a player that can play a woman in a believable manner, a male player, it doesn't mean that the other male player at the table is going to be respectful, have their character be respectful toward this character. Because oftentimes, if you have like it's easy for a male player to have his male character be crass toward a female character played by a male player. It's easier than if the female character is played by a female player, because there's kind of like less of a taboo. And that's also something I'd rather avoid. But those are not the main reason why I don't let men play as women. The main reason is because I want the party of adventurer, like to party of characters, to skew toward being male. Because adventuring would be a male business. In like, you didn't see at the time in medieval times, stuff like that, women go out in combat, and even today you don't see women in combat role. There's women in the military, but they're barely there in combat role. And when they do have like a combat position, when time gets to get deployed, oh, suddenly they get pregnant and don't go. That's a different issue. But women are not just the product of the tribe, they're what is to be protected. Men go out and fight the enemy to protect their women and their children. And women don't go out to gather resource. Men go out to gather a resource for women. That's just what we do. There's an event today's, like, if you look at prior to the Industrial Revolution, that was quite understood, and women would they would know basically like woman achievement, because life was harsh, and you need the harshness of men to accomplish those things. And even now, like that, we're in a post-industrial world. You do see women in the workplace and stuff like that, but they tend to go in easy job. Uh, Even when they clamor to be like more represented in traditionally male-dominated space, it's always like high status space. They don't demand to be more female fishermen, or more female sanitation worker, or more female oil field rigger and stuff like that. In those fields, they let the men do this hard work. And adventuring would be hard work. It would be dirty work, the outside in the dirt and stuff like that, in the blood, in the guts when you fight. Yeah, it's not something that would appeal to women. And so it's about vraisemblance and verisimilitude. But I do let women play as women, because I won't force anybody to crossplay. And I recognize that there could be exceptional women that are like different from what would be expected from them normally. But they also have to understand that they are going to be exceptional women, and that they are going to be seen differently than the rest of the adventuring party. I'm not going to do the overly sexist trope either, because that's also unbelievable. Because men never wanted to oppress women. You know, if a man tells a woman that, oh, you shouldn't go out on an adventure, like, it's not because you want to keep her out. It's because you want to keep her safe. You say, or keep her, like, see her happier. You know, like, don't do. That's something that women don't understand. Men do those hard and dirty jobs not because we like them, because those jobs need to be done, and we see it's a matter of duties, and we need the resource for our woman and our children. So we suck it up and we go out and we do it. And of course, when you have like magic in the world and stuff like that, and I already talked about, oh, I prefer low magic setting, but even like a bit of magic would have probably bigger impact than the Industrial Revolution. So I guess you could see some women in those fields and stuff like that, but even then, even if they go study magic and stuff like that, I doubt that they would go out in the dungeon with their little spell and stuff like that. You know, they would make spell in the city, in the village and stuff like that. They would help people that way. But if a woman want to play my table, I'm not gonna force her to play a man. If she does want to play a man, I'm all for it. I don't necessarily encourage it, because like, yeah, it's okay if you want to play female, it's all right. But if you want to play a man, I don't find that the female, that woman that play male character have the same problem of like ridiculous representation. They don't tend to do those goofy voice, or even if they try to do a voice, it's don't tend to be as annoying as a man trying to do a female voice. So it doesn't bother me as much. But that's what I want to talk about, and just to tell you that well, why I don't like having men play as women. And if you're a guy that want to play like as a woman, like, come on, bro, are you trying to tell us something? You know, like, what's the deal here? And don't tell me that's just because like, oh, I want to play something that's not me, because I've seen what a lot of you look like, and I heard how you sound and stuff like that, not only in the voice but also in what you say. And playing as a big burly man that is fit and manly would be more playing somebody that is not like you than playing a female character. So don't give me that bullshit, you know, like, there's something weird there if you were adamant about playing a woman. But anyway, I just wanted to make this video, talk about my view on the subject, and also tell you that if you're running a table and you don't want to have men play as women, just tell them no, it's all right. It's your table, you run it your way, and if you need to explain them why, frankly you don't, you can just tell them no and refuse to elaborate. But if you do want to elaborate, maybe you can use some argument that I've made in this video. So thank you for watching, guy. See you next time. Have a good day. Take care.